Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Moore coming to you again. Lord willing, this will be edifying to those of you who are tuning in. Before we get started here, let's give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. Double honor to teachers, elders, and apostles of great most soul. Likewise, brothers, putting out the truth. 50 fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to you, brothers and sisters, doing it. Shalom. We're rolling up on those days, okay? Well, actually, rolling up on that time they call Halloween. And I don't know about you brothers, man, but you just, it's clear that the people here in America, okay, and I'm only talking about the Hebrew Israelites, okay, don't know what time it is. You know, you got grown ass man out there, you know, carving a pumpkin, putting a candle in there. You got, you know, decorating the house up and all this sorcery, witchcraft, and it's clear that these men, and I use that word loosely, really are not being watchmen for their own household. So let's go into the first book here. This is the book of 2nd Ezra. Okay, the book of 2nd Ezra 9 and 22. Because the Lord has made it very clear to us exactly who these people are. They've been identified. This is 2nd Ezra 9 and verse 22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grave be kept, and my plan for with great labor have I made it perfect. Okay, so the Lord gave us a spirit to see, okay, the trials and tribulation are supposed to be coming on this earth. Okay, and in particular, you know, we have Jacob's trouble that's going to be coming, you know, upon the children of Israel, also called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos. Okay, we can see that. We can see, you know, all the moves that this wicked man, Esau, the so-called white man, is making against our people, okay, against the other tribes of this earth, but in particular against our people, okay. But what we got is a lot of our people, you know, comfortably, you know, have their heads snugged up the ass of either Kamala or Trump, okay? And those who are not, you know, part of the voting scheme out there, they just lost. Born in vain. Just people who are just, you know, have been identified by the World Health Organization, okay, WEF, those people, as useless eaters. And you got to come to the truth, to the term that, yes, they are. But the Lord said that they were born in vain. Okay? They were born in vain because it doesn't matter if we go there on the highway and the byway daily. It doesn't matter if we put out all these epistles, you know, and like many of you, you know, you subscribe to a lot of the brothers, you know, other channels too out there that may bring out something that could be used, you know, as part of being the watchman of Yasharallah. Okay, but you see brothers, they, you know, they put out 20, 30-minute videos, you know, an hour videos, going in depth, you know, and Jakes are not interested, you know, and they'll hover, what they'll do is they'll hover over the thumbnail, you know, inside of the YouTube, you know, channel, or they'll hover over the thumbnail, and if they don't see something that's controversial, something that, or the video doesn't have a topic that's going to be of interest, then they don't click on it and watch it. Okay, and we know that different brothers are, you know, more popular than other brothers like that. But given the amount of the work that the brothers are putting out there, okay, there should be a like, okay, and a hell of a lot more views. So people who should show the appreciation to the prophets for being diligent watchmen, okay, diligent watchmen. Ones who are not going to BS them. Let them know the destruction and, okay, that's coming here to America. Okay, but most of all, that the so-called white man is really your enemy. But guess what? Okay, there's actually other enemies too. Let's go to the book of Amos first. Okay, let's go to the book of Amos. Okay, Amos 3. Okay, and start verse 2 here. And it reads, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Who? Yasharallah, so-called blacks, Americans, Latino. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities, all our wickedness. Why? Because we were the ones that was given the commandments. Okay? We were the one that was given the laws. Now, obviously, in this time, you know, us being at the lowest state that we've ever been, it might be a little bit difficult to keep those laws, but we do the best that we can, given the circumstances that we're in. Okay, as one brother always quote, you know, the angels marvel at the fact that you have men like us able to actually stand our ground against such adversity right now that we're in. You get technology that's, you know, driving people mad, you know, putting people in these spells and hypnosis, okay? You've got, you know, the sodomite agenda. Okay, Esau has now the ability to really set himself up on this earth as a god. Really, he has that ability. It says, "Can two walk together except they be agreed?" Now, I'm going to go more into this because we all know, and some of us are experiencing it, or all of us are experiencing it, where when you come into this truth, you're ostracized. You are ostracized. You are no longer going to be a part of that world. You are no longer going to think like them. It's just not going to be the same. You just can't view things the same. You just simply can't. I can flash a camera around my neighborhood and you will see that these people clearly believe that they have it made. Okay? They deck their houses out preparing for this trick or treat that's going to be coming. You know, they go with their business. You get the BBLs, the simp, you know, so walking around and opening the door. Here's a woman that won't even cook a meal for him, okay? But he's still doing that, okay? Let's go into family and friends, because everybody is going to understand about how really truly wicked the earth has become when the wicked start turning on the wicked. You know, when there is no avenue of escape. The avenue of escape is right now. This is the time when you repent. This is the time when you turn to the Lord Yahweh Shemi Ashai. This is the time this is the escape time right now. But they're going to listen. They're going to want to hear this word and this truth. When this is starting to happen, let's go to Ecclesiastes, go to the book of Sirach 7 and verse 16. And it reads, "Number not thyself among the multitude of sinners, but remember that wrath will not tarry long." Okay? So we're not going to go back into the world. We're cleaving onto this truth. Okay? Yeah, we understand that, yeah, the sun's still shining. You still have a job to go to, you know, food to buy, groceries, you know, bills, all those things. And that's part of that tarrying, is the fact that, you know, you have to wait on the Lord until the Lord is going to say, enough is enough. The elect has been sealed. It's time to shut the grid down, have the family come out there, let loose the newly created beast, and let loose the sword upon this land. Okay? Suffocate that pride. Stop the pride of these women through that the violation that is going to become with these women, because that's a judgment for you women. You don't understand. Okay? Part of that judgment, okay, tribulation that's going to be coming here is going to be you being violated. Okay? That pride is going to jump real quick. That I'm independent is going to go away real quick. But we are never ever to consider ourselves a part of that. You know, you're not good enough, or you're not special enough. You're right, we are filthy rags. We are filthy rags. But this is the reason why out of everybody's mouth, starting with the elder apostle all the way down to the new teacher, okay, we say hopefully lack. Hopefully lack. You know, hint, hint. We beg, in other words, we're begging the Lord constantly, like, Lord, please show mercy on me. Show mercy on me. All right? Let's go into the book of, back in the second Esdras again. Okay? And I know it sounds repetitive, but the whole Bible is a lot of repetitiveness. Because really, what's the IQ level of the average Sheikh today? Let's get serious. What's the attention span of the average Sheikh? That's why they're looking for videos that's going to be controversial. That's why those other camps, okay, that does those controversial videos and those controversial titles, you know, slayed 20 Edomites that stopped by at the camp, or whatever the case is like that, you know, folly, because they're part of the world and the system for that acceptance. And they don't feel like, okay, yeah, you get 20 views or 15 views. Oh, that's crap. I just wasted my time doing this video. No, that's 15 elect. Hopefully lack. That's 20, hopefully lack. The brothers that are getting 1,000 or a couple thousand views like that, we know who those brothers are. You know, those are senior brothers. They've been out there, you know, 20 years, 30 years. Where you can't compete against them, or you shouldn't be in the mindset of trying to compete against them. Guess what? They're your teachers. They're your master. Okay? So do you expect to have the same, you know, podium as them? Absolutely not. You shouldn't. Why would you want to? Okay? This is about the individual contribution to this ministry. And the Lord is going to tally out the total. So you brothers don't ever feel like, you know, hey, I'm not doing enough, man. Just keep plugging in, man. Keep plugging in. Just how, like in the world, you know, people thought you wouldn't amount to anything, that you was no good, and you proved them wrong, and you exceeded way beyond what they expected you to exceed. And then now they want to walk up to you and, oh, you know, we family now. Are we? Let's go into the book of 2nd Ezra 15 and 19. And if this, I look at this because when you look around your neighborhood, you gotta ask yourself the question like, okay, obviously, you know, Ezra, he was, you know, he's crying, woe is me, you know, because when he saw this, he was terrified because he knew he was going to be back in the flesh at this time. But when you look around, it's astonishing that these people are so blind, they don't understand that this is going to be taking place. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy the houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. And bread, you know, is a slang not only for food, but also for financial stability, financial ability. So before this place completely collapsed, you can have a lot of people who are going to be jobless, man. They can think you have money, and they can be coming and robbing your house because it looks good, or you have nice cars parked in the front. Those people who like to show off, you know, then they can assume you have money. Okay? You can have people who are going to be driving out of a poor part of town, coming through the more affluent areas and going, they must have money, or they have a good life. They must have food in their refrigerator. They must have the ability. They must have extra money under their mattress or whatever the case is like that. Okay? Because people are not going to understand that this is a society that's based on you being in constant debt. And almost everything that you see people have, they have a debt over their head. Whether it's in the form of taxes or a banknote that they owe to the bank. You know, who has a lien or who has the title of the cars or the house or whatever the case is like that. Okay? And at the end of the day, you still have to pay taxes even if you have, even if you so-called own those things. But people are not going to be thinking in terms like that. All people are going to be in the sense of is me, myself, and I. And they don't see this coming, so they're going to react. Because unlike us who actually understand that this is going to take place, we're not going to be shocked when the neighbors them start banging on each other, chasing each other with machetes, knives, and then eventually just start actually just shooting and killing each other, beating the hell out of each other. You know, strange people driving around through your little town or your little neighborhood that you think is so comfy. And this is going to be amongst every tribe here in Great Babylon, America. Okay? So there's an expectation that things are going to fall. When you go into 2nd Ezra 6 and 22, it talks about friends turn on each other. And that's why it says, you know, when you go into, let's go back in the book of Amos, okay? Amos 3 and 2. And actually, verse 3, it says, but can two walk together except they agree? So you can have someone who's going to say, hey, man, okay, I have a loaf of bread. I'm willing to give you 2 or 3 slices for you and your kids. But I have like 4 kids here, so I need to have enough for me. You think people are going to be understanding? We can't walk with these people because these people have a complete carnal mind right now. And you know the part about it when you actually look at it. Here they are, they're snugging at us. But yes, so these seem worthless jakes don't have the ability to even be like these preppers or even prep or even have an emergency plan or nothing like that. All they're looking for is a handout from the so-called white man, your enemy, who right now, at this stage right now, okay, he is getting ready to bring out his new world order. He's done with you doggone Negroes and Spics out there that bow down to him. This election is just only that last pony show that they're bringing on. The reality is that they don't really give 2 shits if you walk up there or not. But they want to see just how much you're actually listening to their voice. In reality, they're having more attention being paid towards the prophets because they realize that there is, okay, a chink in their armor. There is something that's really affecting their plan. Men that have the ability to see into the future of what the wicked is going to go do. and they don't like it. Let's close over the book of Matthew 10, okay, and start with verse 34. Because you got to look at this, and some of us are going through this right now, or have been going through it pretty much most of your life. But you ain't going to be able to count on people, man. Okay, I don't care what the hell they say. And part of those, the people who you can't walk together with are going to be people who are close to you, relatives, so to speak. So if you don't understand how the Lord is actually bringing His judgment, okay, then you will be caught up in it. Unbeknownst to you, a knife is already being prepared for your back. Matthew 10, verse 34 reads, think not that I have come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. This is the Mashiach. So He's sending peace. Now listen to this. Listen to this. Okay? For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foe should be they of his own household. People that are close to you. Okay? This could be your best friends. It could be your father, your mother. Okay? That's part of your house. So your house isn't only people that's in your house, like your son, your daughter, your wife, whatever case like that. But those people that are actually close to you. The people who have the ability to have impact on your life. Their opinion may actually have you think a different way, or you might modify your lifestyle based on their opinion of you or what they desire. And this is why when you come into this truth, you can't love the things of the world, which would include the people that used to have their influence over you, who used to set out to go please, the Valentine card, Mother's Day card, the Father's Day card, the happy birthdays, all those things like that. Those are all gone. And they don't like the new you, because the new you had to put off the old you in order to be able to have this truth instilled in you by the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, to do His work. And it is going to be a lonely road. But what we understand here is this. In this time, ain't nobody can be trusted. So it's just astonishing that men are just simply not standing up in their household to understand that great trouble is coming upon them. And this is all I wanted to bring out today. It was just something that was on my mind. I'll go a little bit more into it in camp. As we're looking at all the things that's taking place on this earth, and as watchmen, we have to constantly warn the sheep, okay, of the danger that is, looming around us, okay, and looming around them, okay. So with that, I'd like to give all one or two. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem, Kakadash, Shalom.